Hi guys, so welcome to my mom's vlog. So for today or for today's vlog, it is going to be special because we are also celebrating the Women's Month. So as you all know, my mom has always been my inspiration. She's been through so much in life and I really admire her strength and her courage to go on with life despite the struggles. Me and my mom always been in deep conversation off camera, but today I wanted you all to bring into one of them. Hi guys, so I am here with my mom now. I don't know if she's prepared, but yeah.
I think it's an ambush interview na kay ni Kreta kag abot diri sa balay. I am surprised kay karon di ay ato ang interview.
Yes.
Hi guys!
I have errands this weekend, so let's do your vlog instead. So to start with our vlog, can you please tell everyone your experience in life when you were 18? Because that's your legal age. That's our legal age.
Experience.
Yes. How's life when you're 18?
Well, as I remember, it was I had so much fun during my teenage years. I have freedom and having a good friends also. So that's how I see my 18th years starting in adulthood.
So may I ask, this is not like a questions like 1 to 10 questions, but this is more likely a casual conversation. So basically it's just like a podcast. So
Okay.
so you mentioned about friends. So in your life, have you ever felt that you have your friends with you throughout your struggles? Like, yeah.
As I see my close friends, they are respecting me. So in whatever decisions I made in my life, there is always the respect to my friend, to my close friends. They listen, and the most important one is they respect you of whatever decisions you made in life, and just letting you feel that they're just beside you.
So I am very happy that you have friends, because I don't know if I will need to share this one, but yes. Me as a person, I personally have a lot of friends. I think that we cannot live without any companion because I believe on a saying that no man is an island. But yes, throughout also my high school years, my teenage years, I also have a lot of friends, as you all know. But I believe that when you grow up, you will have less friends. So I just want to ask, were your friends during your high school or through your student life has been with you until now?
When we grow old, there will be separate ways, because as you grow old, you will have different lives already. So, separate mo, but there's still some connections sometimes, but there's still the love, the concern. But since we are having different lives already, we cannot connect like every day, but whenever we see each other, there's nothing it seems that the distance or the time doesn't change anything.
Okay, thank you for that. So I always wanted to ask you about this one. So you got pregnant when you were 22, right?
Oh my God, like, nani de mo mga questions. Oh my,
Actually, guys, I'm not prepared to my question. This is just random questions in my head right now. So I'll just gonna ask you this.
uh,
You
uh,
were pregnant
wait,
when you
wait,
were.
relax, anak. My gosh, it's okay. So, some, murag personal, but I still have to, ginawa sa ako na kay,
Or
my God, wala ko,
ganun kay ikat na ko dito.
okay ra, it's okay ra, ayun ra. Pero kuan ako ka ng, sige, you have to think back. Okay, start.
So guys, she got pregnant when she was 22, and I will not gonna like forgot this one. You mentioned that you don't want me to get pregnant by 22 because that was the time that you got pregnant. So getting pregnant in 22, did you tell your parents about it?
Well, actually, at the age of 18, I was not anymore living in my parents. So I left home and do things without my parents. So during those times when I was pregnant, I did not inform them because they are far. You know, being young, everything is just moving fast for you because of being young. That's why when I was pregnant, I did do it alone. Nothing. Nobody knows from my family that it did happen.
Okay. I know that was a really tough moment of your life because that was your first kid and your parents doesn't know about it. So I'm glad that you overcome it eventually. So my next question, kanina na dyan ko yung question. So since we are now talking about getting pregnant, you have a kid at the age of 22. So my question is, wait. Wait lang. I got lost. Wait. What's the hardest moment of being alone, having a kid, no parents to guide, and no knowledge at all about parenthood? Uy, that is not in the script.
The thing that I recall during those time, giving birth to my eldest, I really called my mom at the delivery room because it was it's so hard. But you really need your mom. But I did it alone, so that's it. But when you are alone, there's nothing you can do but to continue to fight every day of your life because that's your decision. That's what you want. So that's it. The hardest part is well, it's not hard for me because every day I learn, every day I grow, and since I have no plan, no, because the decision was that thing, and I just do things every day because I did not plan that 30 years from now, 35 years from now, there was never a plan. So everything that I learn every day or experience during those times, I accept, I fight for it and learn for it. There's no like regretting or fear. No, I never felt that.
Okay, that was so deep, guys. So That's one thing I really admired about single parent raising the kid all by herself. That's why we're celebrating the Women's Month to appreciate all the single parent out there, especially women. I'm really proud of you guys. So, yes. You mentioned about you did not regret at all about it, right? So, you mentioned that was never the plan, di ba? You did not plan at all.
Oh, what will
to have-
happen from 5 years?
uh,
I'm that kind of person, but I don't suggest younger teenagers now, like the millennials, not to plan. I know they're so independent as compared to us before. So I think you have plans, but for me, Manggod, at my part, when during those time, I have not planned. That's my thinking it now. It's different. It's different because naman, like, my life is not normal. I am not with my parents.
When you say not normal, what do you mean by it?
Because no, I have not experienced being married. Diba?
Yeah.
No,
it's okay that you did not get married, because why would you get into a situation that you don't like? I mean, I am married, I am happily married, I can say, but it doesn't mean that you are not married, you are having like a not normal life. No,
that's how we see in our generation.
Yeah.
It's different already to your generation. So that's it. So we are collaborating two different generations.
Because diba before, when you just got like kissed from a guy, you need to get married as soon as possible. But today, now guys, diba, bahalag
So it's
okay.
different.
Yeah, it's different. I can say.
Yeah.
So I cannot blame the society on your generation, but for our generation, it's totally fine.
Oh, because I think, as I see to my children, you're so independent, and in fact, I experienced it from my son, and I told him not to do that, but he really insists that he'll do that. So I saw
What?
I
What do you
I,
mean? What do you mean?
yeah, I am instructing him not to do that thing in his life, but
Kinsa si Mark?
Si Mark.
Okay. So, let me just
Ala,
cut you
no.
off. No,
No.
let me just cut you off. We are 3, by the way. I know you all knew that one because my mom mentioned it in her previous vlog. We are 3, Mark, Anton, and me. Tonyo, our eldest. Antonio is the eldest. He is already married. And then me as a youngest, I am also married. And Mark in the middle is, I don't know, I think he is planning to get married. But yes, my mom wanted to, like, he wants Mark to have a better future usa, because he is building it step by step as of now. But okay. So yes, mom is always supporting us in every decision that we make. But yeah, it's a bit complicated right now. We don't want to share it as of now. Maybe soon. But
I posted it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sa Facebook already.
Yeah,
They
she
know
already posted it that Mark has a child.
But they're planning to get married
Married.
soon, and in fact, he is already
Legally.
engaged. He's
Yeah,
already
engaged.
engaged. So there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it.
So yeah,
It's
continue
just
with your story
about
marriage. Like in your society, you are not allowed to to get touch if you're not married, ganyan na.
Different man gud kay during our generation, courting is just saying I love you and that's it already. We are in a relationship already, but in your generation, there's still we call mutual understanding or MU, where there's no agreement yet that you have a relationship. So it's
May
very
label.
yeah, what?
May label.
Uh, Label? What do you mean by
Label
label?
like, yes, you are not into a relationship, but you have like, you have like, label ba? Kana ganing, wala mo yung label, but you do, I love you.
Okay.
Nga na.
So that's in your generation. In our generation, there, dili in ana. So if courting is just saying I love you, then that's already enough. There's still that promise ring. There's still those engagement ring before you get married. So that's the difference between our generation. So talking about marriage, you're asking of marriage. It's really different now and to you now in your generation as compared to us before. So as I see you, the generation of today are very independent. They know what they're doing. Parents will just have to say, and they cannot really rule them. As what I've said before, like Mark, when I told him something, he really insists and he stood up, and I'm so proud of him that he really did it. So now, Mark had proposed already to Jean and to her girlfriend Jean, and before they got pregnant. But there's already the proposal, though they're not yet married. But it's okay because proposal is giving ring with such amount. My gosh, sa among panahon, you will just say I love you. There's no money involved, and that's already serious. And yeah, and in your generation, my gosh, it's very very stressful to the man to do engagement, to prepare for the ring, the money, there's the body by because of more expense. Yung ring is mahal ba ya? It cost what's na, di ba mahal? Munang, I really admire my son more, though he's not yet married, but he is already proposed. They are engaged already, and the baby is there, very pretty, and that's it. That is the difference between our generation and in your generation.
Okay. What is something like, okay, we are okay with that already. So what is something that you sacrifice for us that you did not tell us about?
Sacrifice, okay. My sacrifice is I'm a hands-on mom. So every day I take care of you. Morning, noontime, evening, everything. There I have no help, or I don't have yaya. So my sacrifice is that I was not thinking of myself, of all of my need, of my wants and my dreams. I gave up everything and I focus my time, my strength to you, my children. That was my sacrifice and I did not regret it. Now, at my age, at 50, all are my two sons are already professionals. I am really fulfilled, contented, and very happy as a mom.
Okay.
And there's no regret.
Okay. So yes, you have successfully like assist us throughout our growing years. I can say that you actually did the work all by yourself. Of course, there is Papa, but most of the time you are always there for us. So throughout your journey, with us going to school and this society and this her say about you na like you did not get married even though you have 3 children, and you know the situation and all. So what did you encounter about the issues in involving us, and then how did you handle those issues?
I just focus in in myself. I just focus to my children. I give boundaries. I don't give time to other people. I spend most of my time to my children for them to grow happy and healthy. That's how I did it.
Yeah, so I think that's one of my takeaways in this vlog, because you know guys, you need to set boundaries even in your relationship, in your it might be in friendship, your standard being a woman. You need to have boundaries because not all the time you are free, not all the time you deserve that kind of that kind of treatment. You need to set your standards so high so that you will be respected.
Especially now at your generation, the world is now so chaotic. A lot of people can't be trusted, so a lot, it's really different now. So there must be boundary. You make boundary, and you have to know yourself.
Guys, yeah, because before I did not set boundary at all. Like if my friends ask me out, I will just go. Like I will just gonna say, "Tala, agta, sige, sige, I'm free." Bisan, even though I do have a lot of things to study, I have a lot of things to do, but I am always available to everybody. But when I reach this,
When was that? High school?
in my younger years,
Oh,
but when
college?
I am not in senior high already. Senior high, but senior high, high school, something like that. But when I grew up and like when I mature, and I am not totally mature right now, I cannot say that, but slowly I'm maturing, I'm still growing, I'm still learning. But as time goes by, when I knew about standard, I set boundaries. That's the time I knew where my friends are, my true friends are, the true people that really support me, no judgment at all. So yeah, that's the important thing about boundary or having standard.
Yeah, but it's still okay when you experience those things. You during those easygoing, like there's no boundary. It's normal. It's life is a journey. There's still you can do it step. There's it's a journey. That part where you are so eat free, you do anything, there's no boundary, that's normal for you. Everything is okay now, you're matured, you build boundaries, it's okay, everything is okay, there's nothing wrong with it. That's life is a journey.
Yeah, life is really indeed a
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah.
So what can you advise about those people who are not living in the present, like they are still thinking from their past and are thinking or is currently thinking about the future? So basically, what's your advice about people who are not living in the present moment?
You know, you have to strive hard to live in the present, because you
Yeah.
cannot live in the present if you're still thinking of the past. So it's really very difficult. You can never be happy. So you strive hard to really be at the present. So first is when you wake up, you meditate, you think, and you pray. Prayer is number one. And move on and just place it at the back, because you cannot do thing, you cannot change that anymore. You have to think at the present, and while planning or having your dreams in the future, remember that each hour, each day is very, very precious. You can be there, but you have to feel the today,
Yeah.
So each thing, everything that you do for that day, you must be grateful, because life is so fun. Life is so enjoyable, you know? It's just in your mind, in your thinking, and just be positive in life. Don't be affected by those people at the back, or those people around you being very negative or thinking about things. You know, you must be positive and think of God, because God is there. That's it. You have to
Yeah,
think of
because actually you will lose the precious moment that you have right now if you are still think about your past and in the future. What what I learned about my husband is that sometimes our consciousness, like our present moment, there is still like there is a moment when we are distracted by things, so your subconscious mind needs to return to your present moment right now. Because me as a person, I always told, or I will always tell my husband that we need to do things that can help us in the future and stuff like that, which is also correct naman. There's nothing wrong about thinking about your future, but please guys, you need to make sure that you are living in your present moment, because you cannot go into your future if you are not living in your present moment right now. So that's one thing I learned about my
also,
husband.
one thing that you can move on is you have to forgive the past.
Yes,
Accept
the
it.
past made you who you are today. The mistakes that you had in your past, those people in the past, you will need to move on, get over it, go on with life. And yes, let's see what future holds us. Like, yeah, you just have
By the
to-
way, guys, in my previous vlogs, I haven't told you about like us being married already. You might be surprised now that she's already married. She's
I
married for
am
3 years already, guys. She's
Wait
married
lang.
for 3 years already. Civil married. And I am admiring her husband. Very independent, very talented, and
Okay.
and at everything. Basta guys, I have not told you about Lyka's life, since my vlog, I keep it private in for her. But now that she's in my vlog now, I'll just be open to you that she's now married for 3 years, and she's happy, and she's not living with me. They're living already.
Somewhere else.
They're living together already, not in my hands. And yeah, I'm free. I'm free.
Yeah, because I don't want to mention about my marriage life, about my husband personally, because we want it to keep it private as much as possible, because there are so many beautiful things that really need to keep private, so that it will remain beautiful, if you know what I mean. So yes, we are already 13 minutes of our vlog.
So we will now stop here. So maybe there's part
Yes.
2, because
Maybe there is part 2. But I have a lot of questions, but let's make another vlog next time, because I will also need to prepare. I also have errands to do. I have midterm next week, coming midterm next week. So yes, this is just a break.
yeah.
for
she,
me.
she just
from
relaxed
studying.
from school.
Yeah.
She just arrived here from school.
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my mom's vlog. Happy Women's Day to all women out there.
Okay.
Yes. And I hope you got some lessons from us. From this
From
vlog.
two generation.
Yeah.
Millennial ba ka na?
Gen Z, diba?
Gen Z. And I am, ano ko?
Millennial ka?
No, I'm not millennial.
Hindi ako i-search.
So, mag-search pa mi, guys. No, not, more zero or zero, something like zero. 53, 1972. So we are in a different generations, and we are sharing things, and hope you will learn something from us, from two different generations. And guys, the world is so wild now, a lot of the bad news around. Let's just
Kuan
hope
ka,
and pray.
You are Generation X.
Yeah, I'm Generation
Yeah,
X.
is the generation preceding millennials, typically define those born in 1965 to 1980. And I am Gen Z.
Gen
Born
Z,
about 1987 to 2000.
yeah. So it's a conversation between Gen Z and
Gen Z and Gen X.
Gen X,
Yeah, Generation X.
Generation X.
Then we are Generation Z or Gen
Yeah.
Z.
So guys, let's find padayon ra
Spread
to keep
love,
going in life.
Peace and
And
everything else.
go.
Good vibes only. Bye.
Mwah, love you.